Hi there and welcome back to the Jucoscopic News here in Geneva. I'm joined today by Sebastien Di Iorio from PBS Investments. So Sebastien, welcome back to the studios.
Thank you for having me.
So looking at the return of risk in the equity markets, how does one assess their valuations?
Well, first of all, it's interesting to note that the current bull market is one of the longest bull markets in history. And while there have been other occurrences too, for instance, valuation metrics in general are clearly sending a message of overvaluation. Whether you look at price earnings, price to book, EV to EBITDA, all these metrics tend to be on average 20% higher than their historical median over the last 10 years. So what we think is actually interesting to note is that equity markets right now are just not a choice in absolute terms, but rather in relative terms. And with the Fed probably going to increase the rates very soon, well, we think that investors need to prepare right now, especially in the face of a new macro-financial risk.
So you mentioned the Federal Reserve there. So 82% of analysts have predicted that there'll be a rate rise in September. So what kind of role does the Federal Reserve play on the equity markets?
Well, it plays a very important role because if you look back in history, the beginning of a tightening phase leads to a correction of between 5 to 10%. But it's really when the cumulative effect of the tightening phase takes hold that the markets tend to correct. Well, right now, what's interesting though is all the historical analysis never starts from a 0% Fed fund rate. So really we're into a sort of uncharted territory. The only example we have was 1937 when a poorly managed Fed tightening phase led to a 50% correction in the market. So really for investors right now, the beginning of the tightening phase will be a key test.
And now in 2015, so PBS has had a pretty eventful year. So tell us a bit about that.
Yes, absolutely. 2015 was very eventful. At the beginning of the year, we were awarded a distinction at the European Wealth Briefing Awards, where we were highly commended. And our flagship fund, the PBS Smart, is turning 3 this year, and you can see on the chart that the AUM growth has been quite remarkable, now totaling more than 400 million euros. So what we think it all means is simply that it validates our investment approach and also our business model. So we're looking forward to keep on that track.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your achievements, and thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's all that we have time for today, but for all the latest Jucoscopy updates, do keep clicking back. Goodbye for now.